Hello everyone, Minute Plus Meditation here, and it is Monday, September the 1st, a brand new month. First, it's also a long weekend, probably both in Canada and the States, Labor Day weekend. From the first reading, 1 Thessalonians chapter 4, St. Paul writes, "We do not want you to be uninformed, brothers and sisters, about those who have died, so that you may not grieve as others who do not have hope. For since we believe that Jesus died and rose again, even so, through Jesus Christ, through Jesus, God will bring with him those who have died." So this is often, or perhaps should be often read often at funerals, because we do not want you to be uninformed. So St. Paul here is, reminding us we don't grieve, or we don't grieve as those who have no hope. We do grieve because it is natural to grieve those whom we have loved, we still love, who have died, because death is not natural. It's not the way we were made, in other words. But we don't grieve as those who have no hope. That's why it's so important that we be strongly rooted in Jesus Christ. So, and because we look forward to the resurrection, we look forward to reunion. So it's not just, basically born, living, die, dust, and that's it. But we do look for towards the next life. And the best way to do that is to live today, in union with Christ, to live it to the best of your abilities, to make each day your masterpiece, as John Wooden used to say. Okay, over to the gospel. When Jesus came to Nazareth, where he had been brought up, he went to the synagogue on the Sabbath day, as was his custom. And we know what happens here. You got to read the whole reading, of course. But he reads from the scriptures. He identifies himself as the Messiah, and basically he challenges them. He challenges them, and they don't like this. So they got up, drove Jesus out of the town, and led him to the brow of the hill on which their town was built, so they might hurl him off the cliff. They want to murder him as a holy duty for God is in their minds, but it's because he's touched a nerve. You and I have to be ready to be challenged each day, maybe not in the same way, but we have to be ready to be challenged. Yes, not everybody who says something about us that challenges us will be correct or say it in the right way, but don't let that sort of just clear everything off the table and say, well, I'm not going to listen. They may actually have a point, even though they're not saying it in the right way or the best of ways. Be ready to be challenged. That's the way we grow. All right? God bless you.